Hello everyone, this is Colors Fade from SaverQuit.com. Today we're going to take a look at Catch the Head, a 3D platformer developed by Horos Interactive for Windows PC, published by IGE SA. Check out the link in the description below for the full review. For now, here's a quick overview.
Monsters and monstresses, welcome to Catch the Head. Tonight, we are shooting the first episode for the season, and we are really excited to get started. As always, every year, new stages are presented thanks to our beloved architects that work very hard to bring us fresh challenges and new locations.
Catch the Head is a 3D platformer built on the idea of a reality TV show set in hell. It's a bit like The Running Man meets Mario Brothers, with a dash of Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome thrown in for good measure. Players control a team of 3 different characters, one from each of the 3 character classes. There's the Brawler, which is pretty good at swinging weapons and hitting enemies. There's a ranged class, which can throw bombs. And then there's what the game calls a support class, which is more or less a stealth class and has the ability to temporarily hide from enemies. The objective of each level in the game, or episode in the TV show, is for the player to activate a certain number of sigils. Once they're all activated, then the player has to catch the head. The game is presented as a reality TV show set in hell. There's a TV control room for the player to interact with various aspects of the game. And there's also a lounge, or green room, where the player can interact with many of the NPCs and engage them in conversations.
How are you, dear?
I'm fine, Kira, and you?
Time flew fast this year. Lots of reparations at the castle.
Quake struck you badly then.
It's not a stretch to say that some of the dialogue in these interactions is pretty terrible. It's not just the writing that's bad. The voice acting can be as mechanical as Siri or Alexa. None of that really matters though, because at its heart, Catch the Head is just a platformer. It's just about running and jumping and climbing and avoiding hazards and dying. And in Catch the Head, there are a lot of ways to die. The fact that the game is just a platformer feels like a giant missed opportunity for Catch the Head. Graphically, it's an incredibly interesting game. It's hell, and it's well designed. The NPCs themselves are unique and interesting. The level design is well detailed and has a great aesthetic. It's really going to appeal to anybody who loves things like the Road Warrior, spikes and chains, and hell in general. The game seems ready-made to be a great role-playing game. Interesting characters, classes, and a game world that lends itself to all kinds of possibilities. And yet the developers decided to do the most boring thing possible with it and make a platformer. As platformers go, Catch the Head is some combination of unrelenting, unforgiving, and frustrating. One aspect of the game that's fairly annoying is the shifting camera angle. Even though it's a fully rendered 3D game, portions of the game are played from a side-scroll view and sometimes from a top-down view, making controlling your character cumbersome at best. On top of that, some of the controls in Catch the Head are cumbersome and not very precise. For instance, walking this tightrope, which the player can do during the tutorial, is an exercise in frustration, and one hoped after finally completing it that they would never have to do it in the actual game. The controls in Catch the Head, simply put, are just not very precise and often cumbersome, and they make the process of playing a platformer game all the more frustrating because of it. In addition to these issues, the game also has a few technical problems. Players have reported glitches with their characters and with gameplay actions, and some crash to desktops. There do seem to be some performance issues with the game as well. Catch the Head is a visually and graphically exciting game that just doesn't do anything interesting with its idea. It goes for a platformer, and it doesn't even do that very well, with cumbersome, clumsy, and frustrating controls. It could have been a great role-playing game because it has interesting characters that have unique looks and potentially have great stories behind them. The developers don't go that route, and so we're left with nothing more than a 3-dimensional Mario Brothers. Alright folks, I'm Colors Fade with SaberQuit.com. Catch the Head is currently available on Steam for the PC platform. Be sure to click the link below for the full review, and thanks for watching.